Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I am very excited because today we are setting up my bullet journal for the month of December. I cannot believe that we are already to the end of the year and that this is the last bullet journal setup for 2025. That is absolutely crazy to me. If you are in the mood for more bullet journaling content, don't you worry, because it's about to get really good. Coming up, I will be doing my 2026 setup, and that is always like my most favorite setup to do. I love doing beginning of the year setups, so keep your eye out for that because it's gonna be a good one. I love doing those videos. So yeah, I'm excited, and I'm excited about today's video and today's theme. So when I was thinking about what I wanted to do for my theme for December, I wanted it to be Christmassy, but not like too crazy Christmassy. And I also didn't want to just repeat what I've done in years past, because I've been bullet journaling since basically like 2018. And so, you know, sometimes the Christmas specific themes can feel a little bit boring just because I feel like I've done them quite a few times. But I was inspired by myself. Basically, if you haven't seen my most recent video, go check that out, by the way. I made this craft where I made this garland thing, I guess you could call it a garland banner, that says Merry Christmas with some extra fabric that I had, and I did this like green lettering for it, and then I did a little red blanket stitch with some embroidery thread along the edges. So that's kind of what inspired me for this theme. And then I also just added a few like Christmassy type things, like a little Christmas tree like you see here, and some presents and some snowmen. Kind of just those fun, wintry, Christmassy vibes is really what I wanted to go for with this theme. So that's what we're doing today. And I always start out these setups with a little cover page and a quote page. I used to do a big monthly calendar, but I honestly just like never used it for anything. And I use a big calendar in my bedroom that's like hanging up on my wall, and I find that's more helpful to me because then I can just kind of look at it whenever I'm in my room and my husband can see it, and so that's more effective for me. But I still wanted to have this kind of like cover page dealio at the beginning of every month, because that's half the fun of bullet journaling, is like making a fun theme, right? And so this is kind of what I've settled on that I enjoy doing. So here I'm just drawing like a cozy little house, cottage, if you will, and then I will write, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." That is one of my favorite Christmas songs, so I thought that it would be fitting for this. But yeah, these drawings are very simple. You could make them even more simple than this if you would like, or more complicated. I've seen some really beautiful bullet journal spreads where people will watercolor either directly into their bullet journal, or they'll like paint something and scan it and paste it in and do these really detailed, beautiful paintings. That's not my vibe. But I love seeing it on other people's things. So, you know, if you wanted to like do this super realistic, detailed painting or drawing of a house, you could totally do that. For me, I just went in with my Tombos and some very simple shapes, and I think it turned out really cute, and it still gives that fun, cozy, Christmassy vibe. I tried to do some fun like brush pen lettering here. Honestly, these markers, they're not Tombos, they're like off-brand, I don't know even what brand they are, from Amazon, and I got them like probably 6 years ago or 7 years ago, and so the tips are not great anymore, but I think that the lettering still turned out pretty cute. So moving on to my weekly setup. I apologize that my hand is more in focus than the paper here. You know what? It happens sometimes. It's kind of tricky. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that we're doing my weekly setups. I like to do a Dutch door setup. So basically, if you don't know what that means, a Dutch door setup is where you cut off the side or the top, you can do it vertically or horizontally, of your page, and then no matter where you are in the month, whatever week you're on, you can still see those side panels. And those side panels, you can put whatever you want on them of information that you would like to see for the entire month. So for me, I always put a little mini calendar. Again, I find that very helpful, more helpful than like flipping to a large calendar, because you don't have to flip it all. No matter where you are, you can see it, and you can just at a glance know where you're at, right? And then I do my video schedule, and then on the other side you'll see a little spot for TBR and video ideas. So obviously, you know, I need a video schedule and video ideas because I make YouTube videos, and that's a lot of what I use my bullet journal for. But you could really customize this to whatever you need. In the past, I've done habit trackers. I know that's something that can be really helpful. You could do a quote that you want to think about or remember. You know, whatever information that you need to see, no matter where you are in the month, that's what you can put on these side panels. So, like I said, for me, mini calendar, video schedule, video ideas, and TBR. And then I'm just drawing a little, Christmas tree thing here at the bottom to kind of keep the theme going, have something cute and fun to tie it all together. So here on the right side, now I'm creating my TBR and my video schedule. Again, I'm so sorry that my hand is more in focus than the paper. I don't know why that happened. But you will see a close-up at the end. Don't worry if it's not clear enough now. So TBR, if you don't know, stands for to be read. Honestly, I never follow TBRs because I just read whatever comes off hold at the library. But sometimes I'll write down like what my upcoming holds are. That way I just kind of can see for myself like, oh, these are some books I have coming up. And then below that, I put my video ideas. This is just where I write down any ideas that pop into my head, as well as ones that I have like thought of that I really want to schedule in. So, you know, December will have some really awesome videos coming up. Like I mentioned, we'll be doing the 2026 bullet journal setup, but also I will be doing a lot of fun end of year content, like my book bracket video. I face my favorite books from each month face off against each other to try and find my favorite book of the year. That's one that I always really enjoy doing, and it's me figuring it out in real time. So that'll be coming up, you know, some end of year reading stats, stuff like that, as well as some just like cozy and fun holiday content. So I'm really looking forward to the content that will be coming up. I feel like the end of year, it's an enjoyable time for me because I like seeing how data has accumulated. Which sounds really nerdy, but you know, it's true. So this is how I set up a weekly. I do 6 boxes. I have one that is for overall to-dos for the entire week, and then I do Monday through Friday. I never write anything down on the weekends, so I don't include my weekends. That's the best part of bullet journaling. It's completely customizable to your needs. And then, like you can see, you know, no matter where I am in these weeklies, I'll be able to see those side panels. So yeah, I think that this theme turned out really fun. I might go in and add some drop shadows. Just looking at it now while I'm editing, it looks a little bit plain. So I might add drop shadows. That's something you can always do to spice things up. But overall, I really like this theme. I think it's fun and festive without being too in your face and, you know, boring because I haven't done this specific theme before. And I'm really excited to jump in. So let me know what your theme is for December, and I will see you in the next video.